Shit, you got a good squad.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Darren Lee there to get him down. These Jags they met in one of the stranger games a season ago. Week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets. But how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
Lucy. Here we go. Three down.
Bortles to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jamal Adams, their #1 pick a year ago, there on the coverage.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back
and that shit ain't no pick.
Coming out of the quarterback's hands.
I must need a taller player or something.
A lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just
I'm starting to get used to it a little bit.
Sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius. Continuing to fight downfield, the big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Oh, that shit too long. It's my fault.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on second down.
Damn.
Pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long, it's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a fumble. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also...
Get out of here.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Faking the give, Darnold. With a catch made here by Sharon Peak. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw on second down is Darnold. Now that'll be
man, get the fuck out of here.
AJ Boye with a pick. And a big turnover.
Man, this man is funny.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week.
Yeah, but keep missing out on points, man. Shit keep costing me at the end of the damn game.
His pain a little bit, but the worst thing he can do is what you're saying right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Now
Give him
the
3
wrong
on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Play action. It's Darnold. He'll buy some time right.
Come on, man.
Contact made the ball roam free.
Damn.
Brings up 4th down.
This shit.
Calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the
gonna hold on to the ball. Shit.
So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
I might take a new approach.
Bortles
This shit
leads the
ain't
Jags
working.
up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
372.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Lucy.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find...
Well, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Damn, he was wide open.
He'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Telvin Smith. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know. That's what I said. Damn, he was wide open. I just said that shit.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
Come on, Darnold.
The end zone incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peake, was the target. And now it's 3rd down.
Damn, bro.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again. And
this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment.
Yeah, it was 11 miles. It was 11 miles going forward. I saw that.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the miles per hour now.
Upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said.
Yeah, but that's going to take practice.
Now out come the Jags.
Are you NYK or Jack?
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Jamal Adams been saving me on defense.
Officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
boy.
Let them fight it out.
Funny thing, Matt don't like me.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's Bernard. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run again with Bernard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he's got Peake. A good pickup there at 22.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go but overall to the Browns, and he fell to number 3 to the New York Jets.
I thought he was gonna bite on the tight end.
He gets to go
but
to
he ended up coming back.
The rebuilding team take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield,
I can't hear you, baby.
They got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I got to stop giving up sacks.
In there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They don't need to run play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
My goodness.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. Peek's got it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pick up there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Yeah, but like I said, my line's trash, bro. I'm playing with the Jets, man.
Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries.
Ain't no buts, bro. I'm playing with the Jets. See what I mean? Like if this dude would have held his block, you know what I'm saying? That would have been a nice run. They can't hold no damn blocks.
Deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll
trash.
have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Fuck!
Yanks that one a bit, no good. Wide to the left for Santos, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Fight, and this is
of course.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Man, fuck it. I'm about to do the same thing. I'm sick of this shit.
4th touchdown on the year.
I'm sick of this shit.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Sick of this shit.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Motherfuckers can
New
do it. Why
York
not
set
me?
to take the field.
Yes,
they
no
compiled
love.
a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before.
Fuck this quarterback,
they
man.
didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And the hit jarred loose.
My best players can't even hold on to the ball, man. This shit crazy.
Because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down.
How am I supposed to win like this? How?
You prefer not to give them another shot here
How?
in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 3rd touchdown pass of the game for Blake Bortles. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Whitehead, the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Man, fuck Bridgewater. I don't give a fuck about this game right now. All this weak-ass bullshit this nigga been getting.
But he has been their starting quarterback for this game, so they've got to weigh things about who's...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Nigga ain't got no motherfucking skill.
Just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Fucking mad and cheesy already.
Weak
ass bullshit play.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He's got a man complete.
Oh, now y'all want to let my best player catch a pass.
Good game.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Should have tripped.
This quarterback now just 6 of 16 through the air, but he does have a 1st and 10 here. On first down, it's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Darnold on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Santos with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Omaha. Hank.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across.
Yeah, I picked him up out of free agency.
Let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Leopard!
They'll run here with Brown. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Man, if I could get some fucking blocks. God, motherfuckers wide open.
And that's sack number 6 for him on the
year. Running back sitting right there.
There's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more cushion. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
I might start blitzing this motherfucker or something. He's trying to set me up for over the top. That's what the fuck he's trying to do. That's what he really want to do. We want that cheap ass shit.
Now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I'm about to have to start doing.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Spread right, snap. 73.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Bortles. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Ain't nothing left I can do. Ain't nothing left I can do.
Bortles now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Lucy. Here we go.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They just can't guard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
Not really, man.
Here we go. All good. Hey, let's go. Trips left.
Nah, I'm just going to throw this season out and go however it go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Going proper play call at all.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Got some work to do this weekend.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion.
His offense is trash. I think gave up like 3 big plays, 3 or 4 big plays.
Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down. It's Grant. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
On 2nd and 10, Darnold got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. And a nice gain at 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To the air again, Darnold. Looking inside him, he's got a man. That's Hodges. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And
damn!
There's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Tevin Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The pitch to Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bunch right for Ricky.
Again, it's Fournette. And some space here.
I'm missing fucking
And he's brought down after a good game. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now Leonard Fournette, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go. 77. Omaha. 77. Green 80.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I might as well come out of 46 if niggas can't stop the run no more. Shit.
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Fournette. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
I'm about to start running more man, too.
Time for a break.
Fuck all this zone shit.
We'll come back and see this one out after this.
I ain't getting no fucking pressure. Motherfuckers sitting back here doing whatever the fuck they want to this man.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
I can't get a fumble on that.
His way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Clock.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Damn, man.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
So what?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct.
Motherfuckers guarding my damn player one-on-one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, look at.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage.
Now, why are you calling timeouts, bro?
And now the Jags.
Now you on some weak ass shit, bro. Don't call timeouts.
Defense deciding to call a timeout.
You on
It's
some
just
clown
their first.
shit now.
They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Want to be a clown, be a clown.
They're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down.
Some clown shit.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's
fucking
complete.
clown.
And all the way down
Motherfucking
the
clown.
36-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
I will get some fucking practice.
You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Jaguars, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.